Are you ready to help me decide which bar in Star Citizen is the best bar in the verse? Because that's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and get to it. Although maybe before we jump too much into it, I should say I have a very specific criteria for how we are going to be judging. And we are going to be judging 5 different bars in the verse, right? The first bar we are going to go to Wally's at Microtech. Honestly, a fan favorite. We're here to party. Second up, we are going to, is it called M&V at Lorville? Is that what it's called? I didn't Google it. I was using my best memory to remember if it was called M&V. That's what it was, right? The next bar after Lorville is the Voyager bar in Orison, which I have to say, I think it's up there to be a fan favorite. It's a different vibe from Wally's, but it is its own vibe. It looks like a good time. Next bar is Old 38 at Grim Hex. The final bar we'll be visiting today is G-Lock at Area 18, which I think in the past, I think the last time we judged all the bars, I do think G-Lock was my favorite bar. The criteria of which we will be judging the bars on, isn't there a bar in Orison? Yes, it's the Voyager bar. Did I not say Orison? It's the Voyager bar. The criteria of which we'll be judging the bars on is the atmosphere. Is it a good atmosphere? Would you want to hang out in this bar? The next criteria is the drink selection. Do they have a menu? Do they have good drinks? Next criteria is service. Do the bartenders serve you? We all know that, you know, occasionally there are issues in the verse with, you know, the bartenders not always being of the best service. So, we're gonna see. Next up is event space. Could I turn this bar and have an event in it? Could you throw a party in the space? The final criteria for how we're going to judge the bars is cleanliness. Is it clean? I think we can go ahead and start our review of the first location, which is Wally's. Now, first things first, I will say it's daytime, so the lasers aren't going. Nighttime is a whole different vibe here at Wally's, and we're gonna have to take that into account. It's a whole different vibe. Okay, so first things first, atmosphere. I think the atmosphere here in Wally's is nice, right? We have the big holographic sign. We have waterfalls. We have, what is that, an ice sculpture? If you come over here, you can see a DJ. We're jamming out here at Wally's. We have seating, we have tables, we have booths. We have a massive bar. It looks like there's a large selection of alcohol available. I love the plants. It's a very like tropical nightclub vibe. It's not really nighttime, although it does look like the sun's going down. So if we stay here long enough, we could get, you know, the nighttime nightclub vibe. Very open and spacious, right? Very open and spacious. On a scale of 1 to 5, in terms of atmosphere, chat, what do y'all think? 1 to 5 in terms of atmosphere. Are you a fan of the atmosphere of Wally's? Are you a fan? A tad humid, but it's nice. Okay. There are 2 separate rooms to dance in. True, I guess we should go around and look at the whole thing, right? I was just looking at the main room. But if you go up here, we can, you know, examine the beautiful ice sculpture. If you want something a little bit more chill, you can come up here. Look at this. The Oasis. You can dance. No one's dancing, but you could have a whole dance room to yourself where it's raining holograms. That's pretty fun, right? That's pretty fun. But if you go to this side, there's a whole nother one. A whole nother one. Different vibe. The hologram's not as cool. The other one's better. I just like the raining holograms. It's cool. But it's nice that they have 2 dance rooms, you know, very rave friendly. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 5 in terms of atmosphere, I'm going to go ahead and give Lorville a 4 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Now, where did I put my whiteboard? Oh, God, I'm hitting things with it. Okay. So, Wally's. Let me go ahead and write this down so we can keep a track. This is what our chart looks like so far. We have all the bars we're gonna go to. Did I say Lorville? I meant to say Microtech. That's what I meant to say. So, atmosphere for Wally's, we're giving it a 4. Now, drink selection. Drink selection here at Wally's. Okay. They don't have a menu up anywhere, right? I don't think they have a menu written anywhere. Some of the other bars have menus where you can actually look at a drink selection. Unfortunately, here at Wally's, I think the best way you can look at their drink selection is like this. Let's see. Liquor, what do you got? Whiskey and cola, Cuba Libre, gin and tonic, rum and cola, and a screwdriver. Let's order a screwdriver while we're here. I will say, things are looking good in terms of service. Maybe. Is he gonna do it? Oh my god, is he gonna do it? Are we gonna get good service in the verse today? Oh, you can't even see. I'm a dumbass. You didn't even see any of that. Okay, well, anyways. He gave us a drink. He gave us our screwdriver. I would say that's pretty solid service. They actually gave us a drink. I will say that looks nothing like a screwdriver, and we only got one piece of ice. Can I chug it? Oh, things. I don't know if they're working. Can I drink it? It's empty. It's empty already. I don't know what happened. Why did my drink get so empty all of a sudden? Maybe the service isn't that good after all. Okay, well, let's just... It's not good enough. Just throw it on the ground. It's not good enough. We'll just drop it. Fuck that screwdriver. We don't need it. We don't need it. Okay. Drink selection. They have a decent drink selection, but it's nothing special. It's, you know, the same old you can get at any bar in the verse. Now, I will say, when we're judging drink selection, obviously it's the same at every single bar. They have the same options. But some of the bars have menus that you can look at. And I'm taking that into account. So, back to our graph. Drink selection, we're gonna give it a 3. It's not bad, but it's not good. Service, I'm gonna give a 5. That was pretty good service in the verse. That was some of the better service I've experienced in Star Citizen in a long time. Now, event space. Chat, I would say, if you want to throw a party, there's a lot of room to throw a party at Wally's. Imagine renting this out. This is the main area. But we checked out earlier, there are the spaces in the back up here. I'm sure, right? You could rent out an entire one of these little rooms. Have an event in here, right? You could have your own private space in Wally's. That's pretty solid event space. Someone else could rent out the Oasis over here and have their own event space. Wally's is pretty solid for having event spaces. You could throw one hell of a party here at Wally's. You could rent the main bar area, or the Cove, or the Oasis. Maybe you rent all 3. I don't know. I'm gonna say Wally's gets a 5 out of 5 for event space. Let me go ahead and mark that down, and then we'll move on to our final proper category. Cleanliness. Guys, do y'all think Wally's is clean? I have to say it, of a lot of other places in the verse, it's looking pretty good. I don't see any trash. I don't see any dirt. I mean, well, there's a spill, but we are at a bar. What can you expect? I literally dropped a drink 2 seconds ago. How do you rank the Orison bar? We're not there yet, but we will get there, and that is on our list of bars to rank. We'll get there. We will. You did throw a drink on the floor. Yeah, I am responsible for one of the messes on the floor, probably that one right there. So I can't judge too harshly on cleanliness, as I am responsible for the mess. I am. Can't deny it. I am responsible for the mess. But overall, I'm gonna give Wally's, I think I'm gonna give Wally's a 5 out of 5 for cleanliness. I have to say, Wally's is a very highly rated bar. The atmosphere is pristine. It's a good bar. Overall, Wally's did pretty good. The only thing lacking is drink selection. with a 3 out of 5, but even that's not horrible. So Wally's is, you know, it's a top contender. There's M&V Bar. Okay, okay. Our second official bar of the evening. Okay. Okay. First things first, I like the neon signs. I will say the outside does not look like the most welcoming establishment I've ever seen. I like the smiley face. It has an eye patch, that's cool. The flickering light is ominous. Piles of dirt and a dumpster. Not what I want to see outside of it. Maybe turn off Lorville Clouds? Turn off Lorville Clouds? Lorville Clouds, oh. Okay, so first things first, we walk into the bar. Things are not looking good. Things are not looking good for M&V. Trash, dirt, graffiti on the wall. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. You don't want to walk around with bare feet here. Your feet would be so dirty on the bottom. It is nice that they have some little seating on the side. I can't deny that. But I will say it's very dirty. They have some slot machines. That's fun. I like some of the decor. Trash. Broken bottles. That's a safety hazard, everybody. That is a safety hazard. That is a safety hazard. More broken bottles. Oh, that's a safety hazard, everybody. That is a safety hazard if I've ever seen one. Okay, we're gonna come down here. This is the main area of the bar. Wow, I haven't been here in a long time. Okay, we have a pool table. It's got some drinks on it. Trash. Trash. Lots of trash. We have chairs. We could use some redecorating, maybe. The posters aren't looking too hot. They got some booths, which is nice, very private. There's a wall that separates all the booths. You can have some nice private space. Nice table in the center. Another booth. We have the bar. Okay. It's a very specific vibe, you know? It's a very specific vibe. Okay, the atmosphere of this bar, chat. What do y'all think? Would y'all want to come and hang out at this bar? It's very big, what, dive bar energy? You know, it's like the type of place where, like, it's not, like, the most stylish place. It's kind of like a dive bar, but, like, maybe they have really good food. There's no food menu here, obviously, but, like, I would imagine that maybe they would have good food, you know? What type of food do you think they would serve here? Like nachos? Like maybe some burgers, some chicken wings, that style food? I don't know what they would serve at Wally's. I feel like they would serve like some fancy like flatbread pizzas. I don't know. You know? Yeah, it's a dive for sure, right? Reminds me of Blade Runner World. Okay, I can see that. Hot dogs? I feel like if they were to serve hot dogs here, they would be those like kind of fancy hot dogs. Or not fancy hot dogs, but like really loaded hot dogs. Like a chili dog. You know? Oh my god, he jumped right through the bar. Oh my god, they got in. Okay. For my official rating of the atmosphere here. Chat, do you like it? Would you come here? I'm gonna give it on the official scoreboard. M&V. Oh my god, I fucked up. I fucked up the thing. Oh no. Oh no. I have to make some adjustments. I just realized I fucked up the scoreboard. Hey. I wrote everything in the wrong thing. Hey. People are saying hey a lot. I wrote the Wally score in the wrong selection. Or the wrong area. Let me fix this real quick. 1 second, everybody. Okay. Okay. Needs music like electro or some death metal. Yeah, I feel like death metal would be the vibe for here for sure, you know? It gives that, you know, metal vibes. Okay, overall, I'm gonna give the score of the atmosphere here a 2.5, a 3. It needs a mechanical bull riding ring. Then I'd go. I support that, Rogue. I support that.
Hi.
Do y'all think it deserves a 2.5 or a 3? Chat, what do you think? Would you give it a 2? Would you give it a 3? Would you give it lower? Would you give it higher? I'm stuck between 2.5 and a 3. It's a very specific vibe. 2, 3. Anyone else, chat? It's not my favorite vibe, but I respect the vibe. You know, I respect the vibe. 3 at least? I would give it a 3, a 1. Okay. I would say a 4. Malquire's going high. Okay. I'm gonna give it, personally, a 2.5. It's not my vibe, but it's not the worst. I feel like, once again, this is the place you come. You come for, like, a cheap drink and, like, nachos. Right? Now, drink selection... this is going to be hard because there is nobody actually working the bar. We have Jordan in there, but where's my bartender? I can't order a drink. It's out of 5, not out of 10. It's out of 5.
Check back with me later.
I'm gonna have to say, I see some bottles of beer back there it looks like they can pick up. I gotta say, if I can't even order a drink from a proper bartender, I might have to give it a 0 for drink selection. Where's the bartender? I'm gonna give it a 0 for now. If the bartender comes out, we could up it, but... Also, considering, oh, there's a dead body back there. Is that the bartender? That's, I will say that, okay, was it Jordan? I don't know. Someone was lying on the ground. Service, I'm gonna have to say it also gets a 0. There's no bartender working here. That's a problem for a bar. How do I order my drink if there's no bartender? It's not ideal. Okay, next up is event space. Next up, event space. Okay. Now, this bar as an event space...
Anytime.
You could throw like a party here. You could have a birthday party. You could have a gathering of sorts. You probably wouldn't do anything formal. I don't see anyone having a wedding here. I don't know why I always go to wedding. It's always the party I talk about. I'm gonna say for event space, this is a... I'm gonna say it's a 2. You could have a party here, but probably not a really good party. You know, it's a 2. Now, final thing we're gonna score it on, cleanliness. I think we all know that the cleanliness of this place is not good. Trash, broken bottles, the floors look like they need a good mop. Like, what is this? I'm gonna go out and say that the cleanliness of M&V, it's 0. It's 0. Well, the tables look clean. The tables look clean. I'll give them that. But, like, 0, do we give them a 1? Chat, what do you think? Do we give M&V a 0 or do we give them a 1 in terms of cleanliness? And the seats weren't bad, I will say. The floor is a problem. The seats don't look bad. You know what? I've been to restaurants that have had worse seats.
Pretty well maintained.
Ah, you know what? I guess I could try to jump back there and, you know, check it out.
It's like...
Okay. We have ice. We have an ice scoop. Hopefully they're sanitary about it. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is a soda squirter. A soda squirter. That's what it's called for sure. Look at all those different types of pips you can have for your mixed drinks.
And like, those sliders don't look bad.
Yeah, the sliders look fine. There is broken glass on the floor, but that's a safety hazard. Okay, we got food. We got some burgers back here. Okay, we have alcohol. The floor's wet, but it is a bar. What did you really expect? Okay. It's not horrible back here. It's not horrible. Can I get out? What if I'm trapped back here now? Oh no. What if I live back here now? Okay, I'm free. Okay. -3, 0, 1, 1. Okay. I'm gonna give it a 1. I'm gonna give cleanliness a 1.
I think there isn't much of a view. Like, if you sit on the window seats, it's not like you can see much.
Yeah, it's not great, is it? It's like there's something going on out there, but it's not a good view. Okay. So I think we have the final ratings for M&V. It has an atmosphere of 2.5. You can't even see it. Atmosphere of 2.5. It has a drink score of 0 because we physically cannot order anything. Service score of 0 because there's no bartender at all. So that's pretty bad service if you ask me. Event space 2. Because you could hypothetically throw a party here. It wouldn't be my first choice of an event space, but it's not horrible. And then cleanliness is a 1. It's pretty dirty and there's broken bottles, but you know, there's no like blood. I don't know if we're gonna be able to say that about Grim Hex. I don't know if we're gonna say that about Grim Hex. No pool cues. They were broken over someone's head. Oh no. Okay, so that's Microtech, and that is Lauraville. The bars are done. We've decided. Next, we are going to move on to what was next up. I think next is ArcCorp. I believe we're going to G-Lock next. Here we are. We are at the beautiful G-Lock bar. Now, G-Lock bar. I'm a fan of it. I think it's nice. We have a nice outdoor seating area, which none of the other bars have. And one thing that really sets this bar apart is the menu. I wish they had a food menu, but they don't. They only have a drink menu. But what do we have? Local favorites, Randy Martin. I really like how it has Randy Martian, not Martin. I really like how it has all the ingredients. So like if we wanted to, you know, make one of these drinks, we could. A co-pilot, Wingman's Hangover, Prime Punch, Magic Hour, Nightlight, Trees, Slang, Nick's Mistake, Vodka Dark Rum, Oza Juice, Nova Mix, Buhen, Absinthe, and Soda. We have soft drinks, we have beer, we have Soul Standards, a margarita, an ultimate screwdriver, a Manhattan, a daiquiri, a classic Earth. Like, we could make those. What if we did a Star Citizen drink making stream one day? Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe? I'm totally gonna check out those recipes, right? They could be good. They could be really good, right? I think it's fun how they have them all. None of the other bars have a menu like that, but I think it's really nice. Also, this isn't how you sit at the bar, sir. We have tables. Now, overall, first impression, the bar from the outside. I like it. It's fun. We have fun lights. Outdoor seating is a nice touch. Let's go ahead and go on in. We have a nice little foyer area. Now here we are. Okay, first impression. It has good theming. It's very, like, space themed, which, you know, a lot of things in the verse are space themed, but we have, like, engines hanging from the ceiling, and the logo has like a rocket on it. It has nice theming, right? Cool fans. Yeah, we have fans. G-Lock is a nice space, right? It's cozy. It's chill. We have tables, but not only do we have tables, we also have a little dance floor. So if you want to, you know, dance a little, we got you. But also it has a nice view. Okay. Okay. Okay, so back to our beautiful art chart. Atmosphere. The atmosphere of G-Lock. Okay. Do I think it has the nicest atmosphere out of all the bars in the verse? No. It's not my preferred atmosphere. But it's by no means a bad atmosphere, and it does look a lot like a sports bar, doesn't it? It has big sports bar vibes. But instead of, like, having sports on the TVs, they would have, like, rocket launches, you know? They would do, like, rocket launches. I feel like that would make a lot of sense. Okay, so overall, for the atmosphere of G-Lock, I'm going to give it a 4. I'm going to give it a 4. It's not, you know, my favorite, but it's pretty nice, and I can't deny that. I can't deny that. Atmosphere of G-Lock, 4. Okay, next up, drinks. Now, the drink selection. Now, the drink selection, when I actually go up to order a drink, unfortunately does not match the drinks on the menu. But the fact that they have a drink menu, automatically I give them a 5. Automatically. That is a high score. They get a 5 because they have a menu with some fun drinks. Right? That's all it takes. Okay, next up, service. There's only one way to judge the service, and that is by, you know, trying to order a drink. So, let's see. Hello, sir. Oh, he walked away. Come back.
Have a good one.
Oh, please come back. Please? May I? At Wally's, we were able to order a drink. Please, sir? Okay, that one looks like he's working. That bartender looks like he's working. He did make a drink. Can I order a drink from you, sir? I hope that table's clean. You don't need to clean it. Hello? Hello, please? Please? Oh no, things aren't going well. Things aren't going well. Things aren't going well.
How's it going? See you later.
Please? Guys, I don't know. So some of them actually do work. We had one at Wally's that did work. You want to post a clip with the menu? If you want, you can DM the link to one of our mods and they can post it for you. If you're not subbed to the channel or not a mod, you can't post links. I don't think they're gonna work.
You want a drink or something?
Yeah, I do, bud. Oh my god, it's working. Let's do a whiskey and cola. We'll keep it simple. We won't make them do a lot of work. We'll keep it simple. Oh my god, it's gonna work. Bartenders are super arrogant, don't want to serve you because they don't want your kind here. Oh no. Okay, so
1 second, all right?
eventually we did get it to work. And we're getting a drink, which is pretty solid. Now, I will say the bartender at first, the first one he tried gave us a little bit of attitude.
Have a good one.
I'm trying to take my drink. You can stop being passive aggressive to me. What am I wearing right now? Where did my outfit go? Oh, so I don't think it's gonna let me drink it. Oh no. It's going down like I'm drinking it, but the animation just isn't happening. Well, I guess we can drink things with our eyes now. Well, okay. We kind of drank it. Kind of. Okay. Overall service. Service was not amazing, but service was better than M and V. So service, we're gonna give it a 2. We're gonna give service a 2. We're gonna give it a 2. Absorb directly through the skin. Exactly. I have such a mess beside me, guys. Such a mess. Since we're here, you have to try out the coffee shop at the space for it. Oh my god, the little kiosk. Okay, so next up, event space. Could you have an event here? I would say yeah, you could probably throw a party here. You could throw a good event here. There's table space. There's a dance floor. I'm gonna say in terms of being able to throw an event here, I'm gonna give it like a 3. Yeah, I was able to buy a drink. It did work. Drinking it was a struggle. My character did technically drink it, but it didn't do the drinking animation. But like, it's something. It's something. So overall, ability to have events here, we're gonna give it a 3. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. And then the final thing we're going to score this bar on is cleanliness. Now,
Don't shoot me, rat!
Oh my god, what's happened? What's happening? I don't know. Overall cleanliness here is not horrible. It's not amazing. We've had cleaner. The floor could definitely use a good mopping. Actually, you know what? It actually doesn't look that bad. There's a drink on the floor, but that's like, it's not broken. Well, you know, we do have some trash on the floor here, and a garbage bag, and up here. Okay, let's go ahead and rate The cleanliness, it's not bad. I'll give it a 3 because I'm not mad at it. There's a little bit of trash, but it's not horrible. What about the Million Mile High Club? I haven't been in the Million Mile High Club for a couple of years, but I do remember it being very nice. Okay. I think that's pretty good. We got a rating on G-Lock. I think it's pretty good. So overall, it got a 4 for atmosphere, 5 for drink selection, 2 for, what was it? Service. Event, being able to throw events here was a 3, and then cleanliness was also a 3. We can go ahead and move on to the next bar. Anyways, back to what we're here for, which is to review the bar, Old 38 here on Grim Hex. I will say this is, you know, not the greatest way to enter a bar, but at least they have it roped off. I'll give them that. Okay, very dirty, stacked up tables and chairs. Now, Old 38 is the smallest bar in the verse. This is it. We have a storeroom and someone sitting on the floor, and then a back door. It's super small. It's very tiny, right? The atmosphere of this bar, it's not great. There's no music. There's no TVs. It reminds me a little bit of the Lorville, but smaller and worse. The atmosphere of this bar, I don't like it. It's awful. They don't have music. They don't have a TVs. The atmosphere, some might say, is grim. I can't deny that. Okay, so Old 38. Old 38. What are we gonna rate the atmosphere? We gave the Lorville bar a 2.5. I think Grim Hex gets a 1. You know, if they had music, if they had TV, it would be something, but the atmosphere just isn't doing it, you know? It's just not really doing it for me. Now, next up, drink selection now. Oh, bartender's leaving.
With you in a minute.
Now, I'm assuming they're gonna have the same, you know, beverage options.
Very rude.
The same options as every other place in the verse, aside from G-Lock. G-Lock just wins. The drink selection, that's really G-Lock's place to win. Drink selection, we'll go with a 2. That's what we gave G-Lock. Wait, no, that's not what we gave G-Lock. We'll go the same with Wally's, which is a 3. Now.
It only has 2, beer and liquor.
But, like, doesn't it it has,
wait.
like, the same options everywhere else, right? The same types of beer and liquor?
Whiskey and Coke, Club Libre, Gin and Tonic, Rum and Cola, Screwdriver, yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to give it the same as what Wally's had, which is a 3. Okay, next up is all about service. Service. Bartender. It's happening. It's my turn. Okay, never mind. I'll up it to a 2. They did get to me eventually. They will get a 2 in terms of service. Event space. You cannot throw an event in here. I'm sorry. This space is way too small. I'm going to go ahead and give Old 38 a 0 for event space. Like, it's just not really possible. Now, the final ranking for Old 38 here on Grim Hex's cleanliness. Now, I don't think I need to tell you that Grim Hex, it doesn't do too well in terms of cleanliness. The floor is gross. The wall is gross. The tables and chairs honestly don't look that bad. But, you know, there's trash. There's graffiti on the walls. When you first walk into the bar, this isn't good. This isn't good service. What do y'all think? Do y'all think it gets a 1? Does it get a 0? I think it's probably a 0 too. Okay, here we are. It's time to do the final rating of the bars in the verse. Voyager bar here on Orson, and I have to say right off the bat, the vibes, top tier. The vibes, immaculate. There's trees inside. Look at the lighting fixtures. There's a whole floor that could be a dance floor, more space over here, which could be a dance floor. We have so many seating areas. We have lounging areas. What's back here? Oh, another exit. Okay, that's fun. We have a whole massive outdoor area with an outdoor bar. We have this little fire pit lounge area. We have trees. We have flower petals. Honestly, the atmosphere of this bar, the Voyager bar, 10 out of 5. We're doing a ranking that's 5 out of 5, but no, this bar's a 10. Atmosphere for Voyager, 5. Now, the drink selection here, unfortunately, I believe like almost every other bar in the verse, they just have their standard drinks. They don't have a special drink menu. The only bar in the verse that has a special drink menu is G-Lock, which is a lot of fun, and I wish more of the bars had that, and maybe one day we'll get that. But because we only have the standard drinks here, it's gonna get a, what is it, a 2? I'm pretty sure, no. It's gonna get a 3. Service, that was quick, I didn't even try. I'm gonna order a drink. The AI is working, that's pretty impressive. Okay, I have to say the service, that's the best service we've had yet in the verse. By far! I didn't even ask to be served, and they came up. I love how serious you've been with the rating board. Listen, it's serious business. Okay, for service, I'm gonna give that a 5. That is a very high rating. Wait a second, why did Wally's get a 5 for service? Did Wally serve me well? I mean, I guess they served me. They must have if they also got a 5. Service, a 5. Our next ranking thing is event space. Can we throw events in this bar? And I would say, hell yeah, you could throw events in this bar. Look at the space you have. You could throw parties in here. You could throw like a formal event. You could do a lot with the space. Like, look at the space you have. You could do so much with this. Honestly, in terms of event space, I'm gonna give it a 5. I think you could do a lot with it. 5 for event space. Now, the final ranking is cleanliness, and I have to say, things are looking pretty good. I don't see any trash. I don't see any trash. Okay, we have some, like, empty bottles, but they're not trash on the floor, you know? None of the other bars could really say that, although, you know what? Wally's didn't have anything on the floor. What did we give Wally's? We gave it a 5.
I'll be with you in a minute.
I have to say, I think cleanliness is going to go ahead and also get a 5. I don't know, guys. Orson, it's looking pretty good. Very formal looking event, yeah. You could throw a wedding here, you know? Really fancy birthday party, you could do something. Okay. So, let's see. Let's see. We have our totals, or rather we have all of our scores. I'm gonna add up all of our totals really quickly, and then we will have the number 1 bar in the verse. So give me 1 second, I'm gonna add up our totals real quick. Worst bar in the verse with a score of 5.5. A score of 5.5 is M plus V at Loreville. It scored higher than the Grim Hex bar is because the bar at Loreville didn't even have a bartender AI. I could not order a drink, so it scored a 0 both on service and on drinks because we could not order a drink. So last place is M&V bar in Loreville. Next up, 4th place is Grim Hex with a score of 6, so it actually only won by half a point, which, you know, the other bar literally didn't have drinks we could buy or a bartender, but, you know. So M&V, then Grim Hex. In 4th place, no, that was 4th place. In 3rd place, we have G-Lock coming in at 17 points. There is a very large difference between 3rd and 4th place. 4th place took home 6 points, and 3rd place at 17. So there's a very large gap in the quality of the bars in Star Citizen. So G-Lock coming in 3rd place. It had a really good atmosphere. It had it had really good drinks. They got 5 points just on drinks alone. So yeah, G-Lock is in 3rd place. Now, our final 2, Wally's and Voyager. Wally's in Voyager. There is only a difference of 1 point. The only difference between the ratings of Wally's and Voyager's is the atmosphere. One of them got a 4 and one of them got a 5. The other one, they match all of the way down. In second place, we have Wally's. We put Wally's in second place with a total of 22 points, with Voyager coming in at first at 23 points. Voyager just had a better atmosphere by a single point. Just a slightly better atmosphere by a single point, making Voyager bar the #1 bar in the verse. Also, my writing looks so messy on here. I was doing everything so fast. Please don't judge me based on how I did this.